Hello, and welcome back to I'm Furious. Let's talk about Game 3 of the Islanders-Panthers series while I have way too much light over my head, and I'm very angry. Let's get angry. The Islanders come out with an opportunity to sweep the Florida Panthers, and they play pretty much their game. Super quiet first period. Fine by them. Fine by the Islanders. I expected a little bit more of a push from Florida, and I didn't feel like I saw it. Not a lot of desperation. Not a lot of we need to press. It was a bit of a different game plan. Florida gave a much different look, taking out Mike Matheson, going with young forwards like Dryden Hunt for the forward group, Lucas Wallmark, no Trocheck, so we can't get tripped. That's interesting. And then the Islanders come out with the same lineup. Fair. The only question probably was in goal. I know I was okay with Varlamov starting. I think I was wrong. I think if you took the playbook from Carolina last night, who did sweep their series, maybe you go to the backup because the potential Game 4, which is now a real Game 4, is Friday at noon. I'm sorry, I just got out of the shower. I look disheveled. And Varlamov made some mental mistakes that are the trademark of being tired. When you're overworked, even though he hasn't been bombarded in this series, scheduling wise and not having played for a while, he might still be on a preseason type, not state of mind, but preseason in terms of not midseason form. I guess that's the closest thing I can come up with for that. And Florida would get the first goal in this game on a power play on a too many men. This would be a theme for the Islanders in the second period. Eric Holla off a very good pass from Evgeny Dadonov, who was on the ice at the time. So the only thing that you can really do about that is not have too many men on the ice. Mental mistakes, the number one thing that gave Florida this game. The second period still, late on, Anthony Beauvillier has been phenomenal in this series. He tosses the puck in, goes around a Florida defenseman. There are 3 Florida defensemen covering the slot area. No matter, Beauvillier slides it through on a saucer pass to Pajot, and he scores on a great wrist shot down and on the, I believe it was the glove side, and we're tied at 1. And all of a sudden, end of the period, and the Islanders are, win the period, win the series. I'd imagine Barry probably said that in the locker room. And all you got to do, playing your game, basically don't change anything other than the mental mistakes. Let's keep our heads up out there. Let's keep our heads together. Let's not do things like take a penalty 7 seconds in. Oh, wait, Semyon. Hey, buddy. Semyon Varlamov, in what I think is the first time I've ever seen that call. That's not complaining about the call. Although I do wish that rule wasn't there. But you know what you're doing, Semyon. You got it. I have rewatched that play. And he had time to just leave it and get back in his crease. It was behind the net. Florida would have gotten possession. But guess what? Our penalty kill ain't doing anything right now. So the penalty, not great. Not great. Florida scores on that. I know Brendan and Butch were talking about how the puck on the way into towards Varlamov, not on the exact goal, but on the same play, was hit with a high stick by Dadonov. It was close. Maybe it was worth challenging, but at the same time, you wouldn't be in that position if Semyon, made a conscious play about, hey, our penalty kill sucks. Or even just instinctually, because obviously you can't just think about in the middle of the game on a split-second decision, our penalty kill hasn't been too great. But here's the thing. I've watched that play over, and I really do feel like he absolutely could have just left it. And you know what? Florida maybe gets possession, but, it's better than our penalty kill going out there at the moment. And also, it wasn't exactly a prime situation. If you get back in your crease, I know the first thing you worry about is getting it banked in off you from behind the net. If you get back in your crease, it eliminates that part of the equation. So then the Florida player has to just go around the net, and then we'll see. But to me, it's just a big mental error, maybe caused by a little bit of tiredness from Varlamov. Like I said, that's the first thing that goes. And like a lot of coaches will say. So then it's It's 2-1 Florida. Florida would score just a few minutes later on, what is arguably a worse play. Puck is loose in front of the net. Ice has been choppy the whole game. But Devontae's, you gotta make a harder play than just to tap it forward into the slot. I don't know. I'd rather you ice it. I'd rather you, miss something. Ice it by trying to, you try to hit somebody for a long pass, streak pass, and just miss it. But just too soft to play. Absolutely too soft to play. And it goes to Brian Boyle and he cashes in. And at this point, I'm thinking both, what a sloppy game from the Islanders. How anti-Trotzian is this for just decimated by mental mistakes. And their penalty kill isn't getting it done, and then you commit stupid penalties. It's one thing if you make, you hook a guy going to the net, but these are not those penalties, guys. So I'd hope Barry is ripping into them not right now, because it's definitely too late. And, the Islanders would get one back later. They had a few power play chances where they did absolutely nothing, which leads me to, on their power plays, I need to see them dump the puck in. They can't just skate the puck in. I know you would think with Barzal they could do that. Barzal's been invisible. Bailey's been invisible. Lee's been invisible. Brock was invisible, gets a tally at the end of this game. Hey, look what happens when you put it on net. I know Brock has a ridiculously good wrister. I really love his shot. Probably the best shot on the team. But, buddy, you only score if you get the puck off, and he keeps trying to do too many moves to set up the wrister. And you know what? You just got to put it on net, and he puts it on net, and it slides in. So, maybe that'll be a reminder to him that not every shot has to be, I almost said T90 and went full soccer, but not every shot has to be bar down, to go back into hockey for a second. And, I'm frustrated. Florida, I think they got away with a few penalties late. But this is not me complaining. This is, the Islanders wouldn't be in that situation if they didn't put themselves two goals down. So as far as I see it, they did it to themselves. Could they have gotten a little bit of help from the refs late on? Yeah, there was a what looked like a too many men on the Panthers that didn't go called, and there was a hook on Jordan Eberle that didn't get called. But you know what? You put yourself behind the 8 ball, and you can't just rely on stuff. Especially, you cannot rely on NHL refs to get you back in a game, because that's not going to happen. So that's it. The Islanders absolutely blow a chance with 2 minutes of madness in the beginning of the third, 2 or 3 minutes, to salt away the series. And now they're going to have to play another noon game on Friday. So that'll be fun. Everybody's really having fun getting up for these noon games. And I know you're going to say, get a job. It's noon. I don't know. Noon hockey's not fun. But I understand they don't want to put the Islanders and Panthers in prime time. Fair enough. So you know what the Islanders have to do now is wake up. And honestly, same lineup next game probably, because outside of the mental errors, they played their game. It's just a matter of locking down up here. So that's it. This one went on a little bit longer because I was very frustrated. So let me know your thoughts below. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you hopefully after an Islanders series win on Friday.